God damn it, I started the stream early again. Shocking behavior. Shocking behavior. Unacceptable. Olivia, I genuinely did not realize it until you mentioned it. Well, we're here now. Hey! Hey, Matt. This is good, actually. I have a lot of work to do today. So it's nice that I'll have an uninterrupted block of work to get that done in. I mean, I'm not leaving now that I'm here and all set up. Also, I keep swapping between way too warm and way too cold. So I'm going to take my sweater off. It's just shocking. It's just shocking behavior. I mean, we're doing it. We're doing it. My apologies to everybody who comes at noon only to watch the VOD. I'm sorry. I'm a mess sometimes. I prefer to be, I guess I prefer to be a mess that's early than a mess that's late. But I don't, maybe neither is a good option. Maybe I should stream when I say I'm gonna fucking stream. All right. Well, the fact that you made it out, Matt, makes it all worthwhile. I'm playing Silent Hill F. God damn. God damn. I shouldn't have to set calendar alerts. I should remember the days and times I stream. It is just like, here's what it is when I wake up in the morning. My routine is so locked in. It might as well be like a Rube Goldberg machine. I roll out of bed and then I'm on tracks to making coffee and oatmeal and showering. And it's the sort of thing where when I do that on Sundays and Thursdays, my first thought is, oh, I've got to make sure I get ready for stream. And the fact that one of those streams is at 10 and one of those is at noon does not matter. It does not make a difference in how my brain processes the information. It just it simply has no impact. Once my brain locks in to there being a stream, I could make the times the same. Part of the reason why, hold on. Part of the reason why I do streams at different times is so that people in different time zones can participate. So, like, that's why I have a morning stream, I have an afternoon stream, and I have an evening stream. So, making them into different times would kind of undercut the purpose of that. Ooh. Okay, so we were grabbing crests. Okay. We were grabbing crests. Hi. I thought I already, oh. Hey, Anxious Topiary. Sorry about the early stream. Sacrifice once and for all, body and soul, made pure by rebirth. Offer all that is yours. Feels like a real backsliding from that boss, that cool boss fight we had. Hey! Yeah, Boo-Ray, I'm on early today because I'm a fucking mess. Olivia, I'm glad to hear that. You know, it is true that it might be time to swap up some of my streaming days and times. Just by virtue of, like, I don't make plans on Sundays. Not just because of streaming. I also have other regular things that I do on Sundays. But part of me is like, what if I swapped all those to Saturday, and then I had a year of Sundays free? Oh. That seems bad. Oh. Hey. Hey, is there wall collision in this? If you come close enough, could I boop you? Seems like maybe if you came close enough, I could boop you. But it seems like maybe you're not going to. Can anybody clock any of the text that is going? It looks like a few repeated phrases. It's an interesting choice not to localize this text. I guess it would look weird in a Shinto shrine if the walls were covered in English letters. Oh, come on. Damn! Wow, you're birthing way bigger stuff than you used to. But if I can keep this one creature in between us, it might actually be okay. Oh no, actually I'm gonna get cornered horribly. And I'm not going to see anything because of how the camera is. Oh, God. Crazy tracking on that. Nope, nope. Cool. Man, it sucks to come to this game and just immediately have to do combat. It's just that I remember when the silent... I'm trying so hard to have a good attitude about this game. Oh, belly bopping. Hold on, I gotta eat a bandage. Oh, he got me. It's just that... Oh, whiffed it. I need to have a better instinct when I see that marking. Good pivot. The combat is extremely slow. No, come on. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, wow. Wow, 3 strikes of my super arm didn't kill that? Oh, alright. That's all it lasted. Yeah, it's hard because of how the combat is structured. A lot of the creatures have a move like that, where it's sort of a move that is meant to interrupt you. But that means like the combat, which is already quite slow. It's a lot of like very fast, very slow build-ups to do attacks and stuff. That is already so slow, and then the game. The game is also like, hey, I'm gonna disrupt your flow pretty frequently. Is our sister? There's also like so much recovery for your dodge, so even if you're dodging those attacks. Even if you're dodging those attacks, it is still like disrupting the flow of combat because all of the combat animations have recovery. So it's like you're like, I dodge, I wait. I dodge back, I wait. I attack, I wait. I wind up a bigger attack, I wait. Damn. Damn, lady. Yeah, this is a mainline Silent Hill game. This is functionally like the reboot of the franchise. Last year's Silent Hill game was just a remaster. Oh, is the game too loud? I can turn out the combat. I will say the combat does feel a little bit louder than the rest of the game. If it keeps sounding too loud in these sections, let me know. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Olivia. The combat is just, it's loud. All right. Fox insignia here. No good? Well, it's probably not on. No, let me, oh. Okay. Remove. Oh, Boo-Ray says Epic's free games this week are Bendy and the Ink Machine and Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. Okay. This is hard. They're all foxes. Okay, what was the clue we got for this? Something about... What? Prove your intent with a crest 3. Show what lies deep in your heart, within your heart. Let the foxes guide you. Offer your crest and lay bare your soul. The black bird wishes to take the white bird. The white bird wishes to resist. The fox brings along his followers in triumph. He notices not the two birds in conflict. All right, so I guess you're the fox because you don't care? Nope. And then you're there and you're there maybe? Okay, and I'll swap these other two. No. See, when it lifts off, I assume it has been removed. Well, okay. Surely they don't want us to put them in the lanterns. There's so many lanterns, how could we possibly parse where they should be? No? Okay. I'll just try the one other possibility it can be. God, so it does have to be on the lanterns? How? All right, so I guess I'm looking for the ones emoting. This is the one puzzle you had to finally look up? Okay. All right. Let the line of foxes guide you. Offer your crest and liberate your soul. The blackbird wishes to take the white bird. The white bird wishes to resist. The fox brings its followers along in triumph. I guess so. Maybe the guy up in very front is the fox, and these are his followers that he's bringing along in triumph. I might also just look this one up. The blackbird wishes to take the white bird. The white bird wishes to resist. Fox brings along his followers in triumph. He notices not the two birds in conflict. Yeah, I have to assume the fox in the palanquin is the bride. I was interpreting this as the foxes in red kind of intervening on what was happening here. And so she represented the white bird or something. I'm just gonna look it up. Regrettably, I'm not invested enough in the puzzles of this game, such as they exist. You missed combat is what you missed. All right, so there's 9 slots. The only clue is the one that we've gotten. There's no real trick to the mural. It's about trying to interpret a metaphor. Some makes sense when you know that the mural on any difficulty is a veiled story about Hinako herself and who she's turned out to be in the end. Yeah. Oh. Oh no! At time of writing, we've discovered the solution to the mural puzzle can differ wildly between runs, even if both players are on the same difficulty setting. Changes based upon what ending you're on track to receive. So we're operating on the assumption that it has a full 12 possible solutions. Well, okay, then. So it's a puzzle without an answer is what I'm taking away from this. What I'm taking away from this is that this is a puzzle. That article is straight up wrong. Okay. I'm relieved to hear that. It's IGN. So, you know. It has at least 4 possibilities. Oh, it could be an AI article. I don't know where IGN is with AI. Story mode solutions. Okay, so actually, I think what it is that the clue that we are given changes. So it's not just that everybody gets the same clue and the answers are different. I think the clue that we get are different. It says the fox crest goes on the leader's fan. The other 2 go over the ones fighting about the lantern? So, the white crest goes here. That does make more sense. I was going to be pretty perturbed if this has had one clue and multiple answers, because that is just a bad puzzle. But it looks like the clues that you get to solve it vary depending on what ending you're on track to get, which is very cool. The blackbird wishes to take the white bird. The white bird wishes to resist. Fox brings along his followers in triumph. He notices not the two birds in conflict. Okay, so one of the birds was a lantern. One of the birds was not a person. Is a lantern. Okay. Xenonym, you're fine. I accidentally streamed early. I'm hearing great things about Ball Pit, though. Okay. So we're on track to get whatever ending that is. All right. Hey, babe. Oh. I like the descriptions y'all are giving of Ball Pit.
Sa, kimi mo.
I am curious where the story is going to go, because we had that disruptive, what felt to me like kind of a climax of the story way earlier, which is when she resisted and then had to have the boss fight. So I'm excited to see where they go with her story. I'm assuming that they did metaphorically get married. I think one of the things I'm struggling about in this game is that I do like the parallels of their crests, hers on her flesh and his on his kimono. I think one of the things I'm struggling with this game is that the stuff happening in here is in no way referenced in the main world. And so it just feels like two different games that are not really being bridged. And that makes it hard to care about either in a weird way. Where I think it would feel different if I felt like in the main world, if we got more information connecting. Like, obviously we have her torn uniform, which is tearing in the same way as it is in the other world, which implies that it is real. But we don't have any, like... Oh, right, I killed my parents. With a baseball bat. Oh, we're back at it. Wow. Oh, does my attacks change when my baseball guy gets really fucked up? Do you have any repair kits? I don't. That's a shame. Okay. Chase after the fog monster. Okay. All my weapons are pretty beat up. I guess I'll use a baseball bat until it is destroyed. Alright. Ooh. That's cool. I like that little glimpse of the fog monster. Ooh, hell yeah. Yeah, I guess let's replace this busted kitchen knife. No. You actually don't have to, right? Oh my god, is it doing this thing again where it's blocking the way until I fight everything? Oh, good dodge, man. Oh, okay. God, there's just gonna be more and more creatures. And I'm still not gonna want to fight any of them. Like I simply just don't want to. This is a real choice of a monster to have in a game that is ostensibly about misogyny. This is another thing I was thinking about, is that, like, you fight a lot of kind of feminine forms for this to be... did I fuck up my knife too? No, it's there, okay. Alright, now can I go? Yeah, alright. Go off, girl. Ooh! I'll take an axe. Yeah, let's see. What do I want to get rid of? Get rid of the Ramune. God, I got a lot of pills. I should be popping more pills, y'all. Yeah, this is the I had this complaint about the Silent Hill remaster as well, is that there is there's what you intend the combat to be, and then there's what the combat is when you actually have to live it. And it's like, you can... One of my complaints about the Silent Hill remaster is that because the combat was a lot harder to avoid and a lot more of a focus, it sort of became a game about beating up women. For lack of a better word. For lack of a better way of describing it. If it's something that you have to do, then there becomes this uncomfortable aspect where it's like reinforcing the thing that it's critiquing. And it's unfortunate, but this game is sort of doing a similar thing, which is like, fuck off. The combat is so much the focus. Woohoo! Dodged right into that. Yeah, the combat is so much the focus, and it's so unavoidable, and I'm excited about whatever this fight is, though. I'm assuming we're going to get to the end of this chase sequence and fight this creature. I really just don't want to have to. And it's in particular the fact that the game makes you... It blocks your way with pregnant bellies so that you have to fight this pregnant monster is... okay. God, I really wanted to keep my delinquent. It's one of those things where it's like, obviously, misogyny and the patriarchy is enforced by men and women, but it's the sort of thing where it's like, what parts of those is your critique? Oh, damn, that was such a cool wind-up. What parts of that are the critique of your media engaging with? And it's also difficult when you have a limited cast, and you have a cast that's like, there's one cool girl that gets it, and no other women in this world get it. It's sort of like, okay. Good tracking on that attack. Hell yeah, Hinako. Fuck him up. Oh, that's right. Oh. That's not what I meant to do. That's fine. Ooh, hell yeah. Let me get that. Let me get that, though. Hell yeah. Yeah, Olivia. That is the other thing, is like... It's... Are we early today? Yeah! There are things I really like about this game and things that I'm really struggling with. I guess that's the long and short of it. That's funny. Reflective of... Huh. At Thunderheart, Thunderheart says, I thought it was interesting because I assumed it was a reflection of Hinako's fear of having to have children, but the journal entry about the pregnant monster makes a point to say it's not that. That's interesting. We're gonna do more stamina. Ooh, hell yeah. I guess we'll get rid of the baseball bat. It's funny that the game keeps throwing weapons at us, but not repair kits. That's an interesting choice. Well, total whiff. Yeah, all right. It's interesting. I'm curious the gameplay choice behind that. Ooh. It's me. Last scene. Uh-oh. Details of disappearance. Left home. Met with wearing a... Uh-oh. Hell yeah, toolkit. Alright. Do I want to repair the axe? Oh, that didn't even stagger her. Wow, the crowbar sucks. Would the combat feel significantly different without durability? Yeah, I think so. Ooh. Yeah, I think so. The durability makes it so that it's hard to... I mean, I think this is often the case with durability mechanics, where it's like, there to sort of keep you from getting too comfortable with any gameplay style, which I think is actually a really... potentially smart and good move for a horror game, to just like put you on edge. But they also don't play like significantly different. Gross. Gross. I'm actually glad we got grabbed by that guy. That was fucking nasty. It's hard because it doesn't. It's not like. You can definitely tell that they are. How to put this? Some of them are stronger than others. That's visible. They don't always make sense which ones are stronger than others. Like the kitchen knife being stronger than a crowbar is sort of. It doesn't totally make logical sense to me. And it's one of those things where it's like, is there a metaphor there? Because like, it's a kitchen knife. So it's like a woman's implement, right? Like is something used in the kitchen. Is there implication there? And I don't really think there is. Yeah, it's sharp. I think that's just why. It's sharp versus blunt. There obviously, here's the weird thing is there are weapons in this game that are slower, but it doesn't feel like there are weapons that are stronger, or like faster, I should say. It feels there are weapons in this game that are slower, but there are not weapons in this game that are faster. Like the bottom floor of the speed of your combat, it doesn't feel like it gets a lot faster with the knife. So that's the swing with the... Alright, so those are both blade objects. So you can see, like, it is slower, but it's not like the knife isn't so much faster that it feels like it's making a big difference. Combat is smoother if you really get into focusing and countering. Yeah, I don't normally play games that have like a mandatory parry mechanic because it's not a mechanic I enjoy. A human chainsaw? That's funny. I'll have to... Maybe I'll buy more random Omamori. Because the one random Omamori we got ruled. Oh, there's another knife there. There's a sickle, maybe? Whatever you're gearing up to do, don't. That's what do we got? Oh, another crowbar. Alright. We got some Griggs. Yeah, I gotta start eating more pills. I have accidentally stockpiling pills. I don't mean to, it's just that this town's fucking loaded up. It me! Half and half is really funny. I mean, it would be neat if the bride version of ourselves was the actual reality and we were actually going through all this stuff, and that the schoolgirl version of us was like the metaphor. Like that was the alternate, this is the alternate world. and we're like metaphorically killing the rebellious part of ourselves. That could be interesting. Did I play Sekiro? Not much. I played a little bit of Sekiro, and then I was like, I just wasn't as into the combat as I needed to be. I'll probably circle back to Sekiro once I finally finish all the other From Software games, but I still have to play Dark Souls 2 first. Junko's Masks is a I'm totally fucking blanking on what they're called. The water creature. It's not a Tengu, it's a Kappa. Yeah, it's a Kappa. Mechtel. I see some sort of horrible flesh. Oh. Some sort of horrible flesh statue. Back into the right of the shrine. Seems bad. Good luck, Blu-ray. Dark Souls 1 is incredible game. Do I play as her now?
それではお別れを。あなたが幸せを掴んでくれることを願っています。
I'll say I don't feel like the game has a lot of empathy for women who do get married and join families. Lead Artemis says needs the HRT that can do that. Oh, I don't get to play as her? Am I gonna fight her? I haven't been playing as her. You understand that I want to look like that and have that cool arm and be like a giantess, right? You understand that there is something different from how I look and am animated and act now as opposed to big cool lady monster. Ooh. Don't go that way. Okay. All right. Current location, objective. Can I go? Which way is that way, though? Is it? I guess it's this way. I can't go this way. It's really funny that the game was like, we're gonna give you 18. Well, we're gonna give you 18 weapons. You're not gonna take any of them where you're going. Oh, I have to do soul siphoning stuff here? Okay. Oh. Ooh, that would be dope. Quasi Space, that might convince me to do a second run through. Quasi Space says it'd be cool if they made that an unlockable skin once you beat the game. If I could play the game with that skin, that would pretty much fucking rule. Blu-ray asks, is Armored Core from Software's sci-fi equivalent to their fantasy game, or is it entirely different mechanics? Entirely different mechanics. Here's a fun fact. I, in one of my Game of the Year videos, mentioned that although I played it, I bought it because I was excited about a new From Software game. I'd heard really good things about Armored Core. It wasn't really a game for me. I thought it was a good game, but it just didn't have... It's so different from Dark Souls, I just didn't enjoy it in the way I enjoy the Dark Souls games. It's locked. And I got piled on. It's one of those things where it's like, it's clear to me that the video was shared in a Reddit with people being like, oh, this bitch doesn't know what she's talking about. She didn't pour she didn't pour compliments on this game. All she said she didn't enjoy it because it's not the kind of game she enjoys. Let's tear her to shreds. So I got a ton of really mean comments on that video. But it's one of those things where I'm like, that's fine. Thank you for the SEO boost. I don't know what you thought you were doing here. All right, I would love to find... Yeah, I would love to find... Ahaha! A shrine. Yeah, Annika, it's truly remarkable that there are still hordes of gamers that are out there being like, she didn't heap praise on this game that I love, and that means I am in some ways personally a failure. It's like, no, I just didn't like... it wasn't the game for me. I liked it. I liked the game. It just wasn't... I didn't put it on my Game of the Year list because it's like, it wasn't the kind of game I normally enjoy. I liked it for what it was, but it just didn't do much for me. Unacceptable. Alright, let's save. Yeah, let me game on. That's exactly it. Nice. All right. More bandages to eat. I wonder if we get a key to that little box in like a New Game Plus sitch. Oh, hey, if I talk to you, are you gonna summon a bunch of monsters I'm gonna have to fight? I'm gonna talk to you one more time, but if you do that, I'm not talking to you again. Oh yeah, Saltine Guillotine. I think of that quite a lot. There was one, a similar one for IMDb. There was some academics did a huge deep dive on how people rated stuff on IMDb. In fact, you might be thinking of the IMDb one, but they found, yes, that's exactly it. Saltine Guillotine says women would rate shows they liked or didn't like that they watched. Women would rate shows they liked or didn't like that they'd watch. Men would rate highly shows that they liked, then go out of their way to 1-star shows they didn't like, but also probably didn't watch. Shows where they weren't the main audience. That's fascinating. Okay, the IMDb study was similar, where it was like, they found that women would rank like male shows or shows that were like generally made for a more male audience. They would rank those in like they would rarely like bottom rank them, or they would not rank them at all. Like they would be like, oh, this show isn't meant for me, I won't rank it. Or when they did, they would just rank it generally in line with how they would rank other shows. And they found that men would rank like women's shows or shows that were for a more female audience very low. Very, very, very low. And they would often, like you're saying, like take the time to find them out and rank them lower. I think about that a lot when I think about like the general cultural opinion of female like works about women or made by women. I think about that a lot when I think about Birds of Prey, which is an incredible movie. And every once in a while I talk to somebody who was like, oh, I heard that movie wasn't very good. And I was like, yeah, because you live in a patriarchy. Yeah, of course you heard it wasn't good. It was an incredible movie. Incredible stunts, incredibly thoughtful direction, pulling on and referencing so many different genres of media. But it's like the way that information trickles down to people, somebody could easily just hear, I heard it wasn't very good. And it's like, well, that's a shame. You won't be able to see your father or mother anymore. Well, so little doll, am I gonna have to fight stuff now? Because I'm not talking to you again, if this is how this is gonna go. I mean, it's fascinating the way that sort of like entitlement manifests, right? Is there another one? Where it's like, if something is not literally for me, I'm not going to rank it well, and I won't be able to have a perspective that allows for media that I don't like to exist, because that means resources are going to people other than me. Oh. At the end of the day, I have to assume it's just like, whether they think it literally or just feel it subconsciously, the idea that like any amount of money or talent is going to make stuff that isn't for them is just unacceptable. It's like, well, that's just no way to live your life. It's just no way to live your life. Hell yeah. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Yeah, you know, Xenonym, that's a great point. Xenonym says, and also, what's this it's not for me bit? Just give it a watch, maybe it is for you. I remember talking to some people about, some male-identifying people about... Alright, hold on. dead? Okay. Alright. I remember Bob's got some dangling balls. I remember talking to some people for when the Barbie movie came out and then being like, this movie isn't for me. And I'm like, that's an interesting concept, because I've also felt that way watching movies, where I'm just like, I am not the intended audience of this. So to what extent does my opinion of this media matter? I mean, and it does matter in a way where it's like, what is the mainstream or like the dominant power's opinion of this media? Like, that's useful in a way. Oh, let me treat myself to some heals. But it's also like, sometimes it's good to know, it's good to be aware of your own biases. And so even if a piece of media isn't for you, engaging with it can help you like better understand some of your biases. So every time I talk to you, little doll, I have to fight. Can I just not talk to you? Or are you gonna block me from being able to move on if I don't? I guess it's better to have... Oh, camera gone. Camera back? Yeah, camera back. Okay. I had a suspicion that was going to happen. Alright. I'm wondering if the game is gonna let me go on without talking to this doll. Oh, boo! Okay, not only did I not get to talk to her, I still have to do the fight. What? Mean girls bullying me. She got me. Honestly, fair and square. Oh. Okay. More? Where'd the other one I killed die? Ooh, 1 for 1. Oh, hey, that was a good team up. Honestly, pretty well done, you two. Woo! Oh, I just clipped it. Clipped to the edge of that screen. Okay. Is there gonna be another wave? 2-wave, 3-wave? Yeah, okay. Oh. Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know how I dodged that one, but I'm happy to have done. I should have done the blocking. That was cool. Okay. And I don't have to soul siphon you. Because you died in the dream. Okay. Everything's gotten really pink, which is kind of lovely. That's the wrong attitude to have to the Scourge. Everything looks really pink, and it's terrible, and I don't like it. Oh, see, my mom and dad are fine. See, they're looking up at me because I'm big.
ここはもうお前の家ではない。
I know I'm tall.
一人で帰ってきても敷居をまたげると思うな。
Damn, dude. I'm glad I beat you with a baseball bat. Oh, so cool. I don't need to be a member of their household. I'm a giant now. I'm cool and tall and beautiful. I can make jam manifest from my palms. It might be a loop. Yeah, it might be a loop. Can I? Nope. No point in turning back now. Fair enough. Okay, so now I am main world Hinako in this alternate world, which is a change. We just fully swapped places, I guess. And there's Foxfire. Oh, hey! Passed this way earlier. Solved a little puzzle here. Hi! Okay. A bandage. Another crowbar. I don't really need to replace my crowbar. Oh. Do I want to repair anything, though? Okay. I guess... Yeah, let's put you there. All right. Should I pick this up, though? No, I mean, my crowbar's in pristine condition for now. I'll try to remember it's here, though. Maybe we'll circle back later. Another thing I was thinking about with this game, there was a really great article on Polygon by I just can't think at all today. Suzanne Polo, who was our comic book expert, and it was about how all of the DC movies that were women-led tend to be in the past in such a way that they can't actually have any effect on like the mainstream, not just DC and Marvel. All of the women-held movies were set largely in the past because that was a great way to make them not relevant to the mainstream of the movies. This is back when everybody was watching the main movies. So it was like you have your Agent Carters, you have your Wonder Woman. The Black Widow movie was set in the past before the events of the DC or the Marvel universe. And it was talking about how it was like to make them like less relevant. Yeah, Captain Marvel too. It's fascinating. Even the new ones. I don't know. This article came out quite a while ago, so I don't know. And I haven't kept up with Marvel or DC movies, so I really don't know. I thought it was it's a fascinating through line to pull from all those movies. And part of me feels that way. I was thinking about this as I was coming to sit down to play this game, because it feels the same way, where it's like you're commenting on a form of misogyny that is still prevalent and does still affect people, but is this like the most prevalent form of misogyny anymore? Or are you commenting on something that's a little bit safer to comment on because you're putting it in the past? You know, it's just one of those things. This was definitely written before WandaVision, so it's possible that they don't do that anymore. Yeah, they did it with both Wonder Woman movies, yeah. A thing? Hey, I would hate to lose. Oh man, yeah. Let me game, Mom. Yeah. Yeah. I guess we'll repair this kitchen knife. It's better than just throwing this away. All right. The live action remakes, the Disney live action remakes are such a fascinating choice. Stores health. Yeah, all right. Yeah, the Wonder Woman origin story, it makes sense that it's in the past. There's quote unquote like justification for that. But for some of the other stuff, like it took so long for Marvel to make a Black Widow movie. I'm not particularly invested in Marvel or the Black Widow movie in particular, but it is one of those things where it's like, wow, you just really... Oh, alright. Up. The big steppy move remains my absolute favorite. Oh. Wow, did you tire yourself up attacking me? Oh. And fully restores health. Yeah, I guess I'll get rid of that. All right. You heard her. This is it. No turning back now. I do think we're, well, I was going to say relatively close to the end. Yeah, of course we're relative to where we started, which was the beginning of the game. We are close to the end. But I do think we're potentially coming up on the end of the game. I don't know if we'll get it today. Yeah. Am I gonna play twice as long? Probably not. Hold on. I guess I could. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna get another EMA. This is tricky. I'm trying to decide if I should. Oh, you thought it was intentional to finish today? That would have been a really smart lie for me to tell. I mean, I could draw a random Omamori. I'm gonna draw one. Decrease enemy line of sight. Okay. I'm not gonna use it, but it's good to have. All right, what do you got to say to me, doll? Oh, nothing? Oh, okay. Oh, I remember this blood splatter. Oh, I don't remember this blood splatter. That's where we fought, we did that one really cool boss battle with the censure. Ooh. I mean, I already have one of those. I guess I'll take a second. I don't think I have space for another health kit. Oh, I do. Okay. I don't think I have space for another band. Oh, okay. And this is where we drank the lava. Ooh. Oh, you're giving me a lot of stuff, game. Game, you're giving me a lot of stuff. I want to keep the sanity. Would I prefer another toolkit? No, all my stuff's at peak. I mean, it will get messed up quickly, but... I've got 3 cool kits. I'm not all that worried. Alright, let's go for it. Feels like a boss battle. Let's go for it. Bunny outfit would have been a good idea. Because in this form, our mouth wouldn't be all mucky, which was my main complaint with the bunny outfit. If we can go back and do it, I'll go back and do it. Oh, I'm hype about the Animal Crossing stuff. They're releasing a big content drop for Animal Crossing. Yeah, they implemented bulk crafting. There's a new resort. It's largely to do like Switch 2 stuff. So it's happening now because of the Switch 2. They're doing a bunch of Switch 2 upgrades. Am I gonna open this door and immediately go into a cutscene? Game loves to do that to me. Ooh. I haven't really looked around this hall. I love these giant fox masks / emblems at the top there. I think it's a
まさかまだ生き残っていようとは。
お姉ちゃんは所詮は向こう側の人間。私の気持ちなんてわからない。
落ち着いて。あなたがどうしてここにいるかわかる？
わからない。ここはどこ？怖いや。辛い。気持ち悪い。帰りたい。
それは何の？
interesting.
いつから飲んでるの？
そんなに飲んで大丈夫なの？全然大丈夫だよ。これを飲むと落ち着くから。
もうやめなさい。それを飲むのをやめて。
私にかなわないで。
Interesting. This game might be like a full horror game. In a way. See, there's like those nasty bundled flesh things in the corners. The weapon's durability. It me.
私のすべてを奪った。
What is White Claudia? Yeah, it is unfortunate that the fog ride looks so fucking dope. So cool as hell. We're gonna kick her ass. she got powerful strokes. I'll give her that. This doesn't seem true. In fact, this seems bad. Oh, boo. Too early. Oh no! My sanity! Oh. Ooh. Alright, cool uppies. I should have done something with my Omamori before we started this. I knew this was gonna be a boss fight. Okay. Every time that I get her down like this, it untargets her and is alarming. Oh, she got double. She got double armies. Rude. I'm trying to heal. And I didn't swap out the appropriate Omamori to be able to do this well. Alright. Hi. Oh, I clipped to the grabby floor. Alright. I do love her movements are very cool. Damn, she got me, gang. I don't know what to do about this AoE. I'm just gonna attack her. Oh! Okay. Design very cool. Cool looking boss. Oh, was I supposed to die? Interesting. Or is it, did we just restart the fight? We must not have just restarted because I don't have any of my shit. Like, all the stuff that was used has been used still. Alright, I guess I'm supposed to run? Alright, she's just gonna kill me again? This is the edge of the stadium. Yeah, I'm not certain what I should be doing about that. My dodges are getting pretty tight. Reject the glamour. You have to reject the glamour and the tallness. You have to be willing to be just Hinako. You are enough. I love how the pipe they gave me is all busted up. That's the trap. Let me game, Mom. What? I'm just gotten back to fighting these. I'm not gonna fight him. What's the point? Oh, there's stuff on the ground. Oh, it's the pills. I'm fascinated. Oh, and the pills slowed me down when I picked them up. Interesting. So should I or should I not? I do love the sort of stealth. The stealthiness of having like what is essentially a very basic game mechanic of pills. Oh, I didn't pick up any this time and it still fucked me up. I am fascinated with this as a... Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I actually wanted to go this way. Okay. I'm so curious how it ties in with, like, the story or... Cause I mean, that's mechanically very fun, right? To, like... To trap something as basic as that. In the game, I am curious what the actual implications of it. Oh. A no pill. I am also curious if there's a no pill ending. Yeah, pills littering the ground. My inventory is empty except for 101 pills. I guess Shu gave her some bad pills. I'm hoping we get some sort of explanation on it. Pills do affect the ending. That's interesting. I should have taken more pills, if anything. The pills got big, yeah. Mir says, my understanding is that there is a new game plus no pills ending. They don't affect this ending. Good. Yeah, Olivia, a lot of people said this would all make sense by the end. But then a lot of people, to be fair, a lot of people did say you have to play it 4 more times, etc. for it to make sense. Loving this end music. Real vibes. Yeah, do we think we can get through a New Game Plus in 25 minutes? Long tone, that's on me. I started early. Longtone, thank you for the gift subs. Sorry I streamed early and you missed the first hour and a half. After credits scene?
米川により県警本部県道8号線にて当該事案の被疑者と思わしき女性に襲われた男性2名のうち1名は現在心肺停止の状態。
神楽町1より県警本部。一部被害者に使用された包丁ですが敷地内からは発見できず被疑者は現在もこれを所持している可能性が高いと思われます。どうぞ。
県警本部から各局女性被疑者は20代です。花嫁装束身長は 160cm 少々常吉神宮より逃走中凶器を所持している可能性が極めて高い各局はくれぐれも慎重に対応されたし
神楽町1から県警本部被疑者は赤と白のカプセル状の薬のようなものを犯行時に断続的に服用していたとのことです。
県警本部より神楽町1それは式場内で発見された正体不明のカプセル薬と同一のものか。どうぞ。
神楽町1から県警本部被疑者が服用する際に口からこぼしたカプセル薬を敷地内から
Kill pill. The drugs are hallucinogenic, so we think this is all... That does not endear me more to the story. The idea that Silent Hill is all in your mind. I mean, in a way, Silent Hill is all in your mind, if you think about it. It's definitely a different take on Silent Hill. Silent Hill is the town that makes you suffer. And so it was hallucinogens. She was hallucinating, I guess? Tourist Association, Jarrow Spa. Oh, I wonder if that's where the town, what the town was based on. There's a lot in this game that I really enjoyed. All of the boss designs, all of the monster designs, 10 out of 10. Incredible. Really cool. Oh, Miratheum certainly knew. They probably knew what they were getting into. Yeah, the audio really good. All of the music incredible. All of the sound effects incredible. Yeah, a Thunderheart. I've heard that it benefits story-wise from multiple playthroughs, but yeah, that is it's the perfect follow-up. A Thunderheart says, but if you didn't have fun in the first run, it's going to be a slog. Yeah, I think that's fundamentally the issue. Is like, I didn't. If there was a way to do a no combat run. Hello, JoJo playing games. Well, welcome. Thank you for the raid. We just finished Silent Hill F. And we'll probably move on to a different game soon. If there was... I'll double check. If there is a way to do an absolutely no combat run, I would push through for a second playthrough. Because, like, fundamentally, the thing I enjoyed least about the game was the combat, and you just have to do... It literally forces you to the combat so often. You can't run away from a lot of the combat. As you saw, I did run from a lot of the combat because I wasn't enjoying it. Oh, maybe a mod. A mod might... Yeah, diving into a mod might be fun. It's unfortunate that there are so many parts of the game that you are forced to do combat. Not the boss fights. The boss fights were fine. Those were relatively enjoyable. Insta-kill knife mod with infinite durability? Hell yeah. If such a mod existed, that would rule. I'm gonna sneeze. Right now, I'm trying to figure out, like, if the game... I'm trying to figure out how I would feel about this game if it was twice as long, but had the full story. Because that's sort of what the structure of it now functionally is, resource-wise. Oh, this is absolutely Souls-like influence coming into horror game design. And it's not the first game to do such a thing. It's the first Silent Hill game to do such a thing. Although even the Silent Hill remaster had more intense combat and more sort of forced combat than the original Silent Hill 2. Thank you, JoJo. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you all haven't watched it yet, I have a video on mouthwashing. It's perfect spooky entertainment. I mean, mouthwashing, that's a game that understands misogyny. You can now create new save data from the complete game. Mouthwashing is a good way to think of games, because that is a game that is hypothetically set very far in the future. I mean, it literally is. It's not hypothetically. Literally set very far into the future, but is still structured in a way that is very relevant to things happening today. What a fucking great game. God, I'm glad I made a video essay on it. By beginning New Game Plus with completed game, you can experience changes in the story and have the chance to fulfill specific conditions to unlock new endings. You'll also be able to play on hard difficulty setting Lost in the Fog. Okay, so all my upgrades... Certain obtained Omamori, certain key items, stat upgrades. Okay. Does this automatically become a New Game Plus? Oh, okay. Forgive me. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, I think there's something more galling about creating a game that ostensibly has an end, but which is essentially mandatory to replay through. Something about that is so much more frustrating than this was just a game that was twice as long, but you get the whole story. And I'm trying to pinpoint what it is. This is a very good emote that we unlocked from that. I actually feel that emote very strongly. Yeah. With the unsatisfying ending and the frustrating combat. I'm trying to pinpoint why that's so much more frustrating to me, and I guess it's because the idea of an ending in a way is a promise, right? When something ends, and this is, let me caveat by saying this is, I think, something very frustrating about a lot of TV shows. Glow, my beloved, one of my all-time favorite TV shows, which will never get the 4th and final season, even though it was all scripted. It got untimely canceled and never picked up again. God forbid women have anything. But it's like, when something ends, there is sort of the promise that there will be satisfaction, right? That is what the point of an ending is. I also remember, for some reason, when I was in high school, I read Rebecca. That's not for some reason. I read Rebecca because it's a classic novel, and I'm glad I did it. But when I got to the end of the novel, it was like, and read the true ending. Read the true ending in the second book. And it was like, I don't know if it was like bonus chapters or if it was literal chapters from the original book that had been excised to a second, like, really small novel. But I had bought my copy of Rebecca secondhand, so it was like an old copy, and I don't know if I ever finished it. This was a long time ago. This was quite a long time ago. I think I never finished reading Rebecca because I flipped to the end, saw that it was like there were bonus chapters excised, and I was like, well, fuck this. I should go back and finish Rebecca, huh? But the end of a piece of media is in itself a kind of promise. You are promising that when you get to the final season, for instance, of a TV show, you are supposed to, if it's, depending on the TV show, if it's a serial, it's sort of different than like how modern TV is structured. But it's like the conclusion of a movie or a piece of media is sort of a promise that there will be answers. Is a promise that there will be a wrapping up of themes. And depending on the media that you're working in, that is a little bit softer because it's like, truly Gravity Falls nailed it. Like, the promise of a TV show is that one season will have some amount, either it'll be serial and it'll just be the end of an episode, or it'll be, wait, am I using serial in the wrong way? Or it'll either be episodic and, you know, each episode will stand on its own, or it'll be serial and at the end of a season you'll have some sort of conclusion and satisfaction, but also some open questions leading into another season, hypothetically. When you get to the end of a movie, if you don't know, for instance, whether or not if you don't know that it's the first of a trilogy or a part one, rip Spider Universe, like if you don't know for certain that there's going to be another one, it should be self-contained, right? One watch of a thing should be self-contained, even if additional viewings or engaging with that media provides additional context. That's just good media. You can't force somebody. It feels weird to me to force somebody to re-engage with your media by withholding information in that way. I mean, one of the things I love about The Wicker Man, which I've spoken of often, is that one watch through of The Wicker Man is sufficient to understand what is happening. But re-watching it with the perspective of what happens in the movie unlocks an entirely different perspective on the movie and what's happening, and there are scenes and characters and responses and props that make more sense once you have the full understanding. And that makes it very rewarding to rewatch. But it's not, if information is withheld, then it doesn't feel rewarding. Yeah, same with Over the Garden Wall. That's a really good example, where it's like there's a mystery, but that mystery, even when it is solved, is still very rewarding. But in respect to what this game is doing, I think it is really interesting to acknowledge that video games are not the same every time you play it. I think there is something really smart about being like, this game is more rewarding if you play it and play it in different ways, because it is more of a living document than a movie or a TV show. So in a way, I really respect what this game is doing, because it is just fully acknowledging that, like, you can play through this game again and it's going to be different. And that's true for almost any game, whether it is in like a New Game Plus situation, or if it's like, you know, you take different power-ups or you play in different ways. And in a way, I think it's cool that this game is acknowledging the living playthrough aspect of games. But I think it could do that while still providing a complete experience. And I don't necessarily feel like this game provided a complete experience. So I'm on the fence about this game. There's things about it that I really like and really respect. But there's also some fundamental flaws. I don't think I will have a better time if I go through it more than once. I think my frustrations with the combat and gameplay itself will continue to compound as they already have. So, all that being said, let's play something else. So, I mean, here's what we should... I have other horror games that we will probably dive into. Like, No, I'm Not Human. I'm really excited about No, I'm Not Human. Oh, interesting. Mechatile says, considering what Silent Hill is like, I read the game needing multiple playthroughs as a mechanical reference to Silent Hill's cyclical nature. That's interesting. I also wonder if knowing that the devs intended it to be played more than once affected the perception of the playthrough. That's also very possible. This is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle of game streaming, which is, if I was playing this game on my own, how much of a different experience would I be having than playing it on a live stream? Because there is you go into a game with different vibes, depending on how you're playing it. But it's also like, I mean, here's what I'll say is, like, with Silent Hill, because it's the area of my study, I would have pushed through no matter what. If this had been almost any other horror game and I was playing it on my own, I probably would have bailed. Yeah. So it's just one of those hard things, hard to say. I will probably look into mods for this, because if I could find a mod that doubles my movement speed and eliminates combat, I'll do another run through. Okay. Here's what I'll say. I don't want to start No, I'm Not Human today. I think we're gonna, good luck on your grad school homework. I also really want to play Seance of Blake Manor on live stream, because I'm just hearing crazy good things about that. Benny Hill mod for Silent Hill F is exactly what I'm looking for. Well, and the thing about that, Xenonym, you're making a great point about Alan Wake, and I'll say about Alan Wake is that was another game I was playing on stream because in an almost academic fashion. This is the thing, is like, I come to games for lots of different reasons, and I've been playing Hades off air obsessively. truly maniacally. And I am working on a video essay about it, so I think that's going to be a really fun one. But that is one that is it's just moment to moment so inherently good to play, and I'm retroactively justifying it by doing a video essay on it. But there are some games that I come to because I want to understand it as an important game in either horror media or just in video games in general. And Alan Wake was very much one of those games where it's like, this is not this is an important game for horror games to a certain extent, but is more in general a horror. No, it's kind of horror adjacent. Boo Ray. Boo Ray says it's almost time to start your stream, Jenna. So it's like Alan Wake, even though I'll say I didn't enjoy the Alan Wake games necessarily, but they were worthwhile to play for certain reasons. Like, they were worthwhile to play to get a better understanding of Control, a game that I really did enjoy and played quite a lot of, and other things like that. So there are lots of different reasons to play games. Sometimes I play them and I don't like them, and then I feel bad. What happens is I feel bad about struggling with them emotionally on live stream. So I always try to be understanding of what people enjoy about them, because that's just a good thing to practice. I managed to talk my way to the end of stream. But I'll crack open Motion Rec, or we could crack open Blippo Plus. And just do that until we get to the actual end of the stream. I do really want to finish Motion Rec, which I think is probably not a very long game. So that might be what we come back and play Sunday. Here's my rough plan. We're going to finish Motion Rec. And then after that, we'll probably swap to No, I'm Not a Human or The Seance of Blake Manor. I also picked up Silly Polly Beast, which is another game I played the demo of. A 4-minute poll and end on the result. It's really funny. 4 hours for Motion Rec for you? Okay. Well, we're gonna play Blippo Plus. We're gonna play Blippo Plus for the end of the stream. Yeah, hold on, let me get the game on screen. It's so loud.
An announcement to our viewers on other planets. Due to the imminent suspension of the space-bending program, the Salutation Station channel will soon be removed from our programming slate.
I kind of love tricking people into
aliens.
watching a Silent Hill stream only for it to be this. Yes, we truly are. NH London correctly says we are reaching Game of the Year grind time. And God help me, but I need to put some fucking hours into Claire Obscura. Well, hold on. I just need to adjust my local audio. Oh no, long tone. I'm sorry to hear that. The year was stacked. I need to sit down and go back and...
Welcome to the electronic
Somebody asked me what is a game on my Game of the Year list, and I was like, I don't remember a single game that came out this year. And then I said to a T, which I'm not 100% certain
if you're just tuning in,
but which probably will be.
Story develops.
Olfaction Infraction.
You got it.
Actually, make it a double.
Tough day.
You can say that again. Usually my perfumes sell themselves, but I couldn't chase down a single one on this whole planet.
I remember this
Perhaps
episode.
I can interest you in a cologne?
You.
That bad?
Analyzing molecular structure. Olfactory molecule is a match with dominant local ruminant species. Feces.
I'll never make my quota.
Don't sweat it. Soda, set coordinates to Dimension N.
Dimension N, here we come.
Dimension N?
The poop
Same as ours
episode.
in a lot of ways. One big difference, though. No noses.
This is Madeline Planet with breaking news. We've received reports of a survivor of the space-bending experiment.
Oh my God.
We are told it's not an official
Oh, that's
bendo
right.
I'm joined by Elbow Ivers, who found the survivor. First of all, Elbow, how did you access the facility?
there was nobody around, so I just sort of came through a window.
And upon entering, you found that you were not, in fact, alone?
Oh, I was just doing my art, and this weirdo appeared out of nowhere. I mean, really nowhere. There was nowhere there, and then she was there.
Is it possible she sustained injuries during her journey?
I love it.
I kept
love her
asking,
Cindy
hey,
Lou hair.
where'd you come from? Are you okay? But she just kept dancing around.
Dancing?
Like she was dancing between the songs.
And did she tell you her name?
I asked. She just said Mike Zero.
We'll be following this Mike Zero story closely.
Welcome to Snacks Come Alive, where together we bring everyday dishes.
Pixel here with your intergalactic correspondence.
I feel like there were one of the episodes that we had
I'm still miffed
footage.
that you're hogging D'Andrea, but I'll forgive you because we got one of our friends back today. And she seems like she had a blast because she was totally scrambled. Honestly, girl, been there. Here's one from Lolo Loungewear, who hails from my hometown of Cathode City. I love the Star Sawyer. Do you like her too? Maybe she could perform on your planet. Exo Lolo. Righteous! Thanks for the Buxton suggestion, Lolo. Intergalactic diplomacy through music, that's how we do it here on the Big Blip.
That's how we do
Not
it
sure
here.
you could get the Star Sawyer to leave her cave, like, ever. But who knows? Maybe your planet has good
Is there a
acoustics.
game loop here or are you just supposed to
Look
vibe?
you later,
Both.
and don't forget to write.
You're supposed to vibe and watch all the shows. Eventually, if you watch enough of them, you unlock a new week of shows.
Welcome to Cubis. On this episode, we answer the question, what is Television Mountain? What is it? This unique geological
what is it?
feature located outside of New Gak City is Planet Blip's primary science and telecommunications hub. Due to its stupendous height and the lack of electromagnetic disturbance surrounding the site, Television Mountain is home to the majority of Planet Blip's consciousness broadcasting.
Oh, I do
Dozens
have
of
the shows
television
up loud.
engineers live and work on site. They report directly to the Planetary Television Commission, headed by Lisa Duo. In the foothills of Television Mountain is also found the Gak City Central Observatory, which shares many facilities with the broadcasting hub. The GCC Observatory is home to the Bender, the physical relay to the opening of the Bend space anomaly. The observatory also maintains the very equipment broadcasting this frequency to you at a particle frequency of 66 to 72 megahertz.
TV
Hope you
Hill?
can hear
That's
us
so
loud
fun.
and clear.
It's an Anomaly Hunter 2,
Is that
kinda,
Space
yeah. Oh.
What's for lunch? I can't decide.
Have we seen this shit
Maybe a
before?
skypecker egg? Yes!
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Dribblers? Yes! Floston Delight? No!
Oh.
Dehydrated gel bread? No!
Oh.
More egg? No!
Wow.
Grim's cake? No! Sucker? Yes!
This
Candy?
is not a balanced
Yes.
lunch. Hey.
Candy? 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 Yes! Maybe too much candy. Ziggetti? Yes! Sushi? Yes! Too many dribblers. Too much ziggetti. Just right.
I'm glad they have sushi
Thanks
on
for
this
watching.
planet.
Enjoy your lunch.
Wow. The game, this game has correctly identified that
semicircular
a lot of beads look
offsets
like
an
candy, and I do want to eat them.
Commanding evil look from Zorro flicking her. She defies authority and gravity in negative space clogs and sky-high starch jumpers. Remember to extend the eyeliner all the way to the hairline to emphasize what really matters. Her mind.
Love it.
No need to get bent when she's got this look fresh from the Cachet de Photon's Gak City Fashion Week debut. From the joyful collision of patterns to the statement fascinator that springs from her dome in a riotous swirl of cheeky mystery, this is an ensemble spelled M-I-K-E-Z-E-R-O. It's
Ooh,
static
Mike
chic
Zero.
suited for Blip's most beguiling public figure, and anyone brave enough to pull it off.
I love cheeky mystery. I love cheeky mystery. No. Sorry, Blipsnary. Oh yeah, the workout. funky signal.
Or PD on a tube seat. More like a reverse breakup. Let the light in, and do not be afraid to seek relief. May this reading be a ray of
that's
light
what I was going
in a
for.
cloudy mind. As always, stay attuned.
Ooh la la.
It's like a
Where
reverse
did she
breakup,
come
you
from?
know?
Well, it's quite a story. This actually belonged to my great-great-great-great-great-great-great grand-aunt, Faith Pate. She was a very well-known dancer in Tinkletown during the early age of microwave cinema, which, as you can imagine, was an interesting time.
Oh, I bet. One of the most colorful moments in Blippian history, so I'm assuming this was her stage mask.
Yes, and it has been for all the aunts in my family.
There was something very alluring about the eyes.
Absolutely. You can't look away.
Of course, this mask was unique, as each mask was. This was your aunt's second face, which protected her original face from becoming too recognizable. She must have been quite a dancer.
Oh yes, Mr. Frotto. Quite a dancer, and quite a looker, too.
Awesome.
Welcome to Femtafacts.
Hey! No, I want to keep surfing.
Marbles and cord-cutting
Yes!
fans are saying it's time to unplug. Well, what do we think? Unchain Blinker's brain or keep the talking head talking? Engineers at Blippo Plus admit they didn't know temporal latency would nuke Blinker's noodle and have proposed a temporary patch. Not enough, say supporters. Blinker needs full autonomy now, or else spring a vacuum tube and bring down the whole network. Don't think pretty boy Hermes behaves in hot water again. At a promotional event for his new memoir, Psychopomp and Circumstance, Behave dismissed his cousin Barbara Lightworker's psychic abilities as mostly smoke and mirrors. Whew.
Wow.
Lightworker shot back, Hermes should look in the mirror, because he's the hack. And that's the Rubber Report. Boing, boing.
I love the drama. I love the drama of this world. Hey, Hobbs. I fucked up and streamed early. Sorry about it. We finished Silent Hill. That's the good news. And the bad news.
Oh, hi, hon. The usual? That kind of night, huh? Well, tell you what. I'll top this up and bring you a slice of gel bread. Compliments of the chef. Anything for my regulars, especially
Favorite
on
diner.
a spooky night like this.
Oh my god, it's Halloween week here too?
Ugh, sorry. I guess I'm just distracted. Let me clean that up. That business up at the observatory has me all shaky. Not sure I believe it myself. A stranger in the Bender? Where'd they come from?
That's not gel
Gel
bread,
bread
that's just
coming
bread.
right up.
You can't trick me.
Imagine, if you will, a menagerie, where meows, howls, and squeaks parley, and where, for the mice at least, Dr. Mallory
that made me
Magenta's
gag a
mazes
little
are
bit.
mere cakewalks. For in the name of science, Dr. Magenta molds animals' minds. At first, an earthworm solves an equation. A prawn makes a pawn sacrifice. But before too long, a group of gerbils requisitions the break room for their physics conference. And is that the spaniel Daniel who no longer needs the manual? Dr. Magenta's...
Anna Ziebel stuns as the unbreakable Connie Cassette. She's ready to tape over any scum who tries to destroy the planet she loves.
I love her. Obsessed.
It's another thrilling, action-packed adventure with the Fighting Trillions.
Wake up, universe!
Well, I'd love to, Nina, but
Bryn, no!
I'm just a little
Bryn,
sleepy.
shut the
What can
fuck
I
up.
say?
See what I have to put up with, folks?
Every
Hey, I'll
day,
perk up in a
every
little
time we see one of these episodes, it's about how sleepy this knob is. I
Uh,
love the
tell me,
Art
what's on our
Deco
agenda
teapot,
today?
though. Damn.
Well, there's this mystery Bindo Knot thing.
Mystery is right. It doesn't seem like anyone knows what's going on with that.
I've heard a few different things, but this is the trouble. Everybody seems so anxious to say something that they don't get their facts straight first.
Right. Is it one of the 5 missing Bendonauts? I heard it could be.
Knob
it has to
talk.
be, right?
Oh, God, I hope so. For the sake of those poor families, I really feel
So
for them.
the
But you know
idea
what?
of
I heard
a
something
talk
completely
show that
different,
is
so maybe I'll just bite my
mostly
tongue
an
until we know
overhead
something
fisheye
real.
lens.
That'd be a first.
Hobbs, yes.
Teens on TV, teens on TV. We're taking over, we're multiplying.
Who let us be on TV?
Speaking of teens on TV, did you see Elbow Ivers on the news?
Elbow was in my Sonic Ceramics class last year. He's so talented.
I can't believe he snuck into the observatory, though. Who does that?
He's so brave.
Maybe. You're way missing the point here. Elbow found an alien, that's why he's on the news.
It wasn't an alien. It was Oblivion.
It was?
Yeah, one of the missing Bendonauts.
Nuh-uh, not even. It was someone else.
Wow. Who?
Beats me, but my sister's friend is friends with Elbow, and she promised me she'd ask him about it.
She is? Has he been to your house?
Yeah, once for a play rehearsal thing.
He's so mathematical.
The CC Sue teen is my favorite. Wow, captions did not know what to do with the name CC Sue.
Confetti cowboy.
Good enough captions.
Dang. Can I ask you something? Mm-hmm. Back home, when you look up at the stars, did you ever make pictures in them? What you mean? Well, there's the pictures you hear about, you know, the big drippler, the snail twins, them little fellas with the hats. Ooh, I like them little fellas. Sure, but do you ever make different pictures? You know, your own little fellas in the sky? You know what? I don't think so. I used to dream up my own fellas at night out in the ranch, just connecting them dots until I found a new one. And now, well, it just occurred to me that I'm one of them fellas in the sky. Dang. And someone down there is dreaming up me. Mm-hmm.
Greetings, thinkers. It's Ned. Let's get right down to business. My guest today is my mentor, the physicist Taffy Rompler.
Ah, Taffy Rompler.
Taffy and I have been conferencing for years on important science matters, and seeing as we're in a planetary crisis, I thought let's go ahead and game things out. Taffy, the bend.
I always theorized it might be possible for an anomaly with significant mass to bend space and time in such a way
They're gonna love this.
that it would not only disrupt the temporal and perceptual continuum,
Check.
but in the process bring discrete points in space into direct contact with one another.
Check. Theory verified, Taff.
Oh, wish I could see it in person.
Question is,
where it comes from.
and what kind of aliens put it there?
Wait, what?
And what they're trying to tell us.
Oh, you really are a TV scientist.
I'll take that as a
Ned.
compliment.
You're watching
Okay,
MSTV in
Ned,
subspace.
if you want to.
Welcome to Channel 13's Movie Maniacs.
God, these graphics are so fucking
New
good.
Gek City's sexiest secret agent turns up the heat when she uncovers Edge Technology's plans to poison the planet with evil electrons broadcasting from the Splatterdome. It's the Fighting Trillions in Cathode Criminal.
The name's Connie Cassette. You need me to rewind that for you?
Anna Ziebel stuns as the unbreakable Connie Cassette. She's ready to tape over any scum who tries to destroy the planet she loves.
I love the one
It's
really
another
solid
thrilling,
thunk
action-packed adventure
on the sack
with the
doll.
Fighting Trillions.
Oh, God bless Connie Cassette.
Reports of a survivor.
A balmy ray of hope has pierced the eye of the regretful storm, as you can see here and here. This has caused rising tides of optimism among the people of Speaker City, radiating
Love this
outward
fit.
toward the rest of the planet.
With the
Along these
headband and the
lifelines,
little
I'm
gloves.
seeing a front that will
It's really
unleash
good.
new optimism. We've all suffered a loss in our lives. But have you ever been through loss that was not loss, but a temporary misplacement? I don't mean forgetting your PD on a tube seat, more like a reverse breakup. Let the light in, and do not be afraid to seek relief. May this reading be a ray of light in a cloudy mind. As always, stay attuned.
Classic. All right. Did I unlock any? No, we haven't unlocked another week yet, but we're gonna call it. We'll be back Sunday at the normal time, which is 10 o'clock Central Time. And we'll be playing, we're gonna be finishing up Motion Wreck, which was that platforming cassette recording game I started the other day, Tuesday. So we'll be playing that. Stay Tuned is really good. Blippo's really good. Yeah, hey, have a happy, fun, safe, candy-filled Halloween on Friday. I'll see you all Sunday. We're not gonna stop playing horror games because I still have a backlog of horror games to play. So, but we'll be doing Motion Wreck on Tuesday, and that's the plan. Have a good, safe Halloween. Have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. I'll see you Sunday. Bye.